you have to take care of your mental health. I spoke to someone, and we're talking about therapists in Nigeria, and they said, look, generally, that the therapy industry in Nigeria would need some sort of upgrade because it would seem as though it's not up to standard. I don't know about that.
As though?
Yes, it would seem as, because yes, I mean, I'm talking about people that have gone to therapists and the people that have also, maybe outside the country, they've also had therapy. That's talking about oral therapy. Let's be, because there's physical therapy, also physiotherapy, as it were. I'm talking about oral therapy when it comes to issues and having to talk and all of that. And but whichever way, you know, you have to find a way to ensure that your mental health is, you know, you hold it down.
Now, not everybody who has mental health issues, you know, is willing to talk about it. And not everybody is willing to share or ready to actually express themselves. So it can be a challenge when you go for therapy and you're not able to find the solution you need because you already have a solution in mind. When you go for therapy, most people don't realize that you're supposed to go with an open mind and simply, in quotes, go with the flow. But if you already have your own expectations before going, you would not get the results you're looking for because therapy is supposed to help you broaden your mind, widen your horizon, and help you reach a better result. And talking about mental health issues, the reality is several people are suffering from different degrees, different levels of mental health issues. And that's why something that you see as normal, someone else sees it as eccentric. But something that you see as crazy, someone else is like, I don't see any big deal in it. I know quite well that so many things people do personally, I see it as normal, and then someone says, that's crazy, and I'm like, okay, I'm still looking for. But the things I find crazy are seen as normal to many people. So people are different, and so let's first establish that when we're talking about mental health. So when you have your thoughts on something, don't go crazy trying to force your own beliefs on anybody, because that's usually the problem. You believe life should be in a particular way. No, life was not created for you alone. It's not about you alone. People are different. People have their own personal beliefs. They have their own way of life and all sorts, okay? So that's one way to deal with your mental health. Ensure that you're as accommodating as possible, not to the point of foolishness, but at least to the point of reasoning.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for
rolling off that. Rolling off what Mary says about, I mean, people being different, right? And how, I mean, one person's meat can be termed as another man's poison. So recently, I've actually been confronted with several situations that have made me actually evaluate what I literally think as normal and what a lot of people actually think is normal, especially in this climb. So I've watched like several movies, and like even yesterday I was watching Worst Roommate Ever. It's not a movie, it's a documentary actually, on how roommates literally unlive their roomies and things like that. And I literally realized that, see, a lot of things that we actually see as normal, for instance, snapping at someone.
Snapping like...
If you literally... No, not like... No, like snapping. Like literally having, like, snapping at someone, even if it's literally just for a split second. It's not seen as it's not a normal thing. It's actually not a normal thing. But here, so people pride, like, having, like, it's literally meant to be a conversation. Do you understand? Like, oh, area view, MR view, and everything. These are things that people literally get arrested for, or literally get like restraining orders for. Yes, and like for actually, because literally at that point, they tell you 5 minutes of madness, 2 seconds of madness. Do you understand? So my point is, a lot of times, talking about wellness, mental health, and everything, for you to be able to get to that point where you snap, that means there's something that is overflowing, right? But in this climb, it's kind of a normal thing. So it's not. My point is that it's not as if you're never meant to snap in your whole life. But then again, it will be understandable if it's like it's done over a period of time where you've accumulated. But here it's like every other day.
Road rage is considered normal.
Road rage, you understand?
Around here.
So my point, I think what I'm driving at is how I mean, a lot of things happening around us affects us in such a way that we see certain things that literally other people consider, or normal people consider, as probably like a mental situation that should be checked. Then again, mental situation doesn't mean you're mad. Or, do you understand? Or you should be on the road, things like that.
We could also say environment, really.
Yeah, environment literally affects a lot of things.